the all-electric Toyota BZ4X. David King, Jack Riewoldt, Jay Clark. A stunning 32-point win by the Western Bulldogs over fierce rivals GWS. That 5-0 third quarter completely changed the game.
Yeah, no, it was huge. Obviously, the Gold Coast, GWS Giants. I was going to say Gold Coast there for a sec, but they didn't score in the third quarter, and that was pretty much it. The Bulldogs slightly in front at half-time, but just they put the foot down, and at the moment, the Bulldogs, with still some injuries, look really, really good.
One of the wins of the season, I reckon, to be honest. This is a phenomenal performance from the Western Bulldogs, and there are stories everywhere. The coach is a big one, clearly. Remember all the angst about, Caleb Daniel playing in the VFL and Jack McRae? Well, I'll tell you what, Joel Fraser, he's having some season. 27 possessions tonight, 19 contested, 9 clearances. So the older guys move out, and this guy grows. Oh, what a phenomenal performance.
It reminds me of that scene out of Monty Python. Just a flesh wound. Like he's losing limbs everywhere, and he's still standing. I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how he's doing it, but it's an amazing story. That you look at tonight, I can't believe, you look at the goal kickers, the multiple goal kickers. Harms kicks 4. I wouldn't have thought that in a million years. West kicks 3. Lobb and Kennedy 2 apiece. I mean, you're thinking it'll be Norton if they win. It'll be Bont going forward if they win. I just think this is one of the great wins of the season, when a club that's, let's be honest, a club, a fan base that's 50-50 on this guy. I don't know why. I don't know how many times he has to do this.
Luke Beveridge.
Yeah, Luke Beveridge.
Would you be re-signing him if your Dogs hire up him?
I wouldn't even be wasting time. I'd be just getting it done. I don't know what you're waiting to see. I've seen clubs just drift for years when they make a poor appointment for a senior coach, and you spiral for quite some time. They've got a guy that can clearly motivate a group to, on the road, beat a team of the quality of the
Premiership coach.
Why would you be moving anywhere but where you are right now?
And what about what happened in the back half? I mean, he drops Liam Jones, one of the statement selections of the season, and then we see Jed Buslinger pop up. I mean, even Rory Lobb was played forward, so it was such a young backline, as the guys said. Just unbelievable.
We're standing by to hear from Luke Beveridge. He will join us, hopefully, from the Bulldogs change rooms, and we will discuss his future because you have a bit of news on his contract and where that stands. But let's talk about this game, and I'm intrigued to know what he said at half-time, because our Ashley and Martin turning point is the third quarter, and it was simply stunning by the Bulldogs. They completely put this game to bed with a 5-0 third quarter. What did you see, Dave King?
Just ball use, just skill, talent. I mean, this is a team in really good synergy. They know exactly what's required at each moment. They only went inside 50 13 times, but they scored 5 goals, 3. They had a spread of options that weren't the Hall of Fame names. They were different targets, but what they did do was bash them in the middle of the ground. They did that all night. +6 in clearances for the quarter. They got the game going their way. You have to dip your lid to Bontempelli, Fraser, who's the little Bont, as you're referring him to, and guys like Libba, who just kept turning up. And Richards is always there, somewhere riding shotgun, and they just find a way to score. I don't know if it's even a priority, Jack. I just think they're happy to get it in there, pick the best option, go from there.
Yeah, well, they've changed their dynamic forward as well. They had, obviously, Darcy and Norton, so a lot of it was going through Sam Darcy and taking big contested marks, but tonight they took 0 marks in the first half and still were able to put 53 points up on the board. So I think they're evolving, which is a great sign to Luke Beveridge, because some senior coaches can want to play a certain way and try and bring players in to continue to play that game plan. For me, they look like they're evolving off the back of Sam Darcy getting injured and just playing a small ball game and goals coming from ground balls.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you about, because you always talk about 2018 and not evolving at Richmond. But you're seeing this team do exactly the opposite. Yeah,
and mid-season's really important as well. You speak about Marcus Bontempelli, like he had 4 direct goal assists tonight, and that's why the good players and those star midfielders are worth their weight in gold for their ability to actually do it around the middle of the ground and then make other players great by bringing them in, and that's why we call them lesser names, can hit the scoreboard.
Let's head into the Dogs change rooms, because Tom Liberatore has been good enough to join us. Tom, we've just been discussing that 5-0 third quarter. What was said at half-time?
I think there was, similar messaging before the game, but we just sort of went back to the contest and how we could sort of evolve that. And then probably just a bit more territory as well. I think we sort of fed into their game and let them sort of chip the ball around and sort of, get up the ground a bit. So we just needed to get a bit more territory ourselves.
Libba, it's as good a smashing as I've seen at stoppage. 55-33, that is a complete mauling. Tell us about the planning for this. I mean, they've got some big names in there, some serious talent in there, and you've taken them to the cleaners.
Yeah, I think we sort of work on that connectedness between each midfielder. We've got a decent amount of depth in there, so yeah, we went to work on. They sort of like to play a few numbers up, but they're pretty man on. So we just need to make sure we work together and do a lot of deals and get on the move a fair bit. So yeah, it paid off.
Normally we'd see the names like yourself and Marcus Bontempelli dominating that midfield when it is a battle like that, but it's been Kennedy and Fraser that have really stepped up under the leadership of yourself and Marcus. What have you made of their years so far, and especially their games tonight?
Yeah, it's been outstanding. I think their appetite to learn over pre-season, their understanding of the structures, how clean they are with the ball, and yeah, just their willingness to do the team things has been outstanding. And I think, yeah, to play with them and to play alongside them it's been really good and really helpful for the team, particularly our midfield.
But what about the coach, Luke Beveridge? We're just talking about him then. You know him so well. It's his 11th season. Could he be at the top of his game?
Yeah, I reckon there's a few factors to it, but no, he's in some good areas at the moment. His pre-game speeches have been on point this year. He's nice and got a good balance. He's pretty relaxed, but yeah, he's still got that energy and gives us a spray when we need to, and yeah, I think his timing's been spot on this year.
I'm not sure about the communication, Libba, but you're far too serious at the moment. I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, we'll work on that. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting a bit old. It's getting a bit late at night now. It's almost 11 o'clock. It's bedtime.
Well, speaking about the coach, and you mentioned the themes, and he's such a great inspirational coach. Can you let us in on any of the pre-game messaging from Luke Beveridge tonight and what he drew upon?
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty obvious week to draw on the Anzacs. We went to the Memorial yesterday, and yeah, we sort of drew on a certain character who won a Victorian Cross. So we worked on that. He pushed that message of pressure from the trenches and making sure we're the first one out and ready to go. It's obviously no comparison of footy to war, but just those sort of that attitude and that mindset really sort of filtered through the group.
But we can't forget that inspirational rundown chase of Brad Hill last week. Did you set a land speed record, mate? That was the fastest you've ever moved. It was outstanding.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was credit to the development team and the speed and the weights coaches. So yeah, Alpha and DZ, our head of performance. So we'll put the credit to them.
He's bought a big photo. He's put it on the front bar of the Ascot Vale. Libba, run-down tackle. Hey, listen, that's as good a game as I've seen Tim English play for a while. Was there a different message to him this week, or maybe with the dropping of Liam Jones, I think everyone gets that little spike that they need?
I don't think Jonesy had anything to do with it. I think Tim's just sort of been building his consistency week to week. His appetite's been really good. I think his voice and leadership's gone to a new level this year, so I think the consistency in that is shown, and yeah, he keeps growing week to week. So yeah, and tonight was no exception.
Now we're not winding your career up in any way, shape or form, but you've got to be ready for life after footy. I think there's an opportunity for a media career. I'd like you to talk me through and just commentate this rundown chase of yours from last week. If you can just give us a little bit of juice in your own way, please. Commentate this.
Yeah, so I thought I was cooked here, tucked the shoulders in, and yeah, got him. So, yeah.
Libba, that was awful. Go again.
That's officially ended my media career, and I'll never be doing this. I'll never set foot in with any media when I finish playing. I'm sorry. But, yeah.
I did see a bit of banter between these two during the week on a podcast as well.
Maybe you'd be better in the morning. You said it's past your bedtime, so we'll let you go. Thank you, Libba. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Cheers.
Good on you, mate.